Good evening, Gills fans. Welcome back to our second match day live of the season. As you can see at the moment, flying solo. Stocky will be arriving shortly after kick-off. Boz is in bed. But tonight is Stoke City versus Gillingham in the third round of the Carabao Cup on the telly again. So another Gogglebox style experience for us all this evening. As I said on the Monday review, thanks to everyone who watched at the weekend and commented, retweeted. It's good that it was well received considering the circumstances we're in. But back to tonight in terms of team news. Gills go with a 4-3-3, which is Joe Walsh in goal, Robbie McKenzie and Conor Ogilvie as fullbacks, Christian Magoma and Zach Medley are the central defensive partnership. In midfield, it looks like a three of Scott Robertson, Matty Willock and Henry Woods. John Akindi is the centre forward tonight, and Trey Coyle and Jordan Graham will support him from wide attacking positions. In terms of a bench, there is no sub-goalie tonight. Jack Bonham, according to the commentary from Radio Kent, has a slight back strain, so fingers crossed that's nothing too serious and he's available for Blackpool at the weekend. So our five substitutes are Ryan Jackson, Jack Tucker, Jacob Mellis, Alex MacDonald and Verdane Oliver. No Dominic Samuel. I'm assuming he's probably not up to speed in terms of match fitness, but game's just about to start. I shall bring you some footage as and when, and obviously Stocky will pitch in as soon as he arrives. 11 minutes on the clock here at Stoke, and it is still goalless. Gills started brightly enough, and pretty early on I think Jordan Graham escaped down our right and got beyond the fullback and put in a pretty dangerous ball across the box, and John Akindi couldn't quite get on the end of it, but it's not been a bad start by the boys in blue by any means. Obviously Stoke have got better players, better technical players, and they're having more of the ball, but we're defending pretty well. One player that stood out for me so far is young Zach Medley at centre half. I think he's anticipated most things really well. He's used it pretty well when he's got it as well. We know he likes to think he can play, but he's keeping it relatively simple at the moment, and yeah, we've settled into the game. We've not had loads of ball, but when we've had it, we've tried to get it down and play the right way, and we've just got it here again with Robbie McKenzie on our right, who's just gone past their winger and bursting into the Stoke half. He's trying to put a ball in, far post. Akindi's there. Oof, he won the header, but it was going back across the face of goal, and they've cleared it. But yeah, another promising spell down our right, their left. It seems that we can get at their fullback. I think actually they're playing wing backs, which means that if the wing backs do push on, we can have space in behind, which could be key with the likes of Coyle and Graham if we do get the ball turned over in possession. But yeah, a decent enough start and still goalless, and the clock's just about to tick over to 13 minutes. Stocky has arrived, and just in time for Stoke's best chance of the game, mate. You can talk us through our defensive disaster class.
It's very frustrating. They played the free kick back and launched the ball in the box.
Another chance here. Sorry to interject.
I think, it's foul to us. But yeah, they've headed the ball back into the area and it just bounced 3 times. 3 of our players have missed it, and for me it epitomises how we've defended so far this season at times. Just a bit shaky and a bit unsure of ourselves, but
we've got away with it.
We've got away with it, yeah. I've only been here since about the 15th minute, haven't I? There's not been a real Gills chance. I think Akinde had half a chance of getting in, but that's about it so far.
But yeah, it's yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. Like Stocky said, it's been a bit by the seat of your pants a couple of times, but still 0-0. That's the main thing. We're still in the game, and Joe Walsh just making that big save. That'll do him the world of good in terms of confidence. Corner here after our first bit of possession for about 15 minutes. It's a good ball.
That's it. Another corner.
Kindy fancied it, I think, just at the back post. If the keeper hadn't got a hand on it.
Akinde has looked sharp tonight so far.
Here's a couple of times. We just said, haven't we, just before we came on air, that he looks, I don't know, it just looks a little bit quicker than normal tonight. I'd imagine that he's probably realised that he's not automatic first choice now, far from it, which obviously helps, and you can't have too much competition, can you?
No, exactly.
But in terms of us and a threat tonight, Jordan Graham seems to be the outlet yet again, doesn't he? We'll stay with this for the corner now. Scott Robertson's taking it. In swinging.
Go on.
That's good defending, to be fair. We can work this again though. Henry Woods.
He's been caught there, but Woods
Henry Woods has done
it back.
Jordan. Matty Willock's dived in and they're breaking here. They're in. Mackenzie's done well, got a foot in and stopped the attack.
He's done well, but I think that's poor attacking play by Stoke as well.
There's a case where he probably could have driven further into the box, but Mackenzie done well to read it. Now we're on a break
Coyle's
again.
left.
Coyle
Okay.
defended again. Akindi putting pressure on the centre half though.
It's starting to become a bit more open last few minutes though, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're certainly not out of it. I know we're not getting a lot of it, but when we get it, I think the pleasing thing is we're trying to play. We're not just, lumping diagonals or
exactly,
in behind the fullbacks or anything. We're actually trying to play decent football, which is great. And that's not just, I'll say the experienced ones, but, like the proven ones, maybe, like Akindi and Graham. That's the kids as well, like Henry Wood's there a couple of times. Oh, they're in here. They're in. One ball.
Oh, Jesus. We've jinxed that good and proper.
Well, that's really frustrating. Just saying how we got into it, and one ball's travelled, 40 yards through the middle of our defence? And it's a good finish, but Joe Walsh has been left with absolutely no chance.
He's dived a bit early, I think. Almost, you think?
I think we're being harsh, aren't we? We're not keeper coaches, not by any means, but I think there's more of a case that it shouldn't travel that far without us getting on it, but that's annoying. But we trail 1-0 with 37 played. Last chance here, probably free. Wasn't the best, was it?
No.
Jordan Graham clipped it against the first man. Oh, well, Ogilvy's kept it alive though. Kindy's won the flick, but no one running in behind, unfortunately.
Sorry.
I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? So.
Yeah, the game's been dead from our point of view since the goal, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been under the cosh since that, unfortunately. We've probably done well to get in at just one if we can see this last couple of seconds out. Half time at Stoke and the home team lead 1-0. Stocky, they probably deserve it, just, don't they, on a balance of play?
Yeah, on the balance of play. I've only been watching from 15th minute. Not had too many chances. We've looked to break, like you say, with Graham being the outlet. But other than that, it's been mainly them attacking our goal, hasn't it? Especially after...
It's been a bit like training exercise, in fairness, isn't it?
Yeah, especially after the goal as well. I think other than the corner at the end, I can't remember us being in their half after that.
No, it was certainly a lot more backs to the walls after conceding, weren't it? I mean, it was hard enough to start with, but Joe Walsh has done well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's made a few good saves. I mean, questions the goal, but like we said at the time, we're not goalkeeping experts. Don't know whether he has gone down and made it a bit too easy for the striker, but we're giving the benefit of the doubt. It's despite the fact there obviously are no crowds, it's a big game for him playing in Stoke Stadium away to a decent championship team in Stoke.
It's a proper competition as well, and no disrespect to the NFL trophy.
Stuff like that. No, I think he's done well though. Even got that little knock at the end, which...
oh yeah, someone left a foot in from a corner, didn't they? But he got straight back up, which was good.
Part of the learning experience for him as well, I'm sure. But if we can, defensively resist Stoke's attack as much as possible and try and nick something from a set piece, similar to the Coventry game, then you never know.
That's it, all the time it's won. We're in the game just about, aren't we? But looking at the stats, it's going to be our 28.4% we've had. And the other issue we had was Matty Willock's injured again.
Yeah. Was it for the goal that he went sliding in?
I think he did, or just before, didn't it? He come out towards the left-hand side. Yeah, I wonder if he's tweaked something there.
Strain or something there, maybe that's caused it. You don't know, but yeah, it's a shame. But as harsh as it sounds, it's to be expected a little bit, isn't it? From
I don't want to, be too horrible like you say, but it seems like we've got another Billy Bingham on our hands, unfortunately, doesn't it? You've just said I don't think he's ever completed 90 minutes for us in a competitive game. No. Tonight would have, or did he last week? Well, he's not completed 90 minutes a lot anyway, but yeah, let's just hope he walked off, didn't he? That's probably the only saving grace, and they said he was getting ice in the dugout, so fingers crossed he's just tweaked something and he's got to it before it becomes anything more substantial. But yeah, to sum up, we've not had a lot of the ball. We've tried to play when we've had it, I think, and Stoke have got better players than us. Yeah,
and that's the thing. Similar to the Coventry game, you know that they're a better team. They're in the Championship for a reason, and it's going to be hard. But all the while, it's at 1. We'll see what happens.
There's still hope.
Exactly.
Corner for Gills here. Jordan Graham. Goal kick. What we got there? 17 minutes. We're still in this. It's only one, isn't it? I mean, we've hardly had any ball again.
I mean, they smashed the bar, didn't they?
And, they did, yeah.
Stephen Fletcher, if he'd probably been on longer, like you said, he just couldn't adjust his...
I think he ended up getting nutmegged, didn't he, at the far post?
Yeah, pretty much. It should have been a tap in from about 3-4 yards out, but he completely missed it. And we definitely got away with one, but we haven't created anything of note this half at all, have we?
Their keeper's been a spectator, really, but that's nothing. That's no detriment to us. We're not saying we've been poor. We've had to just do loads of defending, and I think we've defended pretty well on the whole.
Yeah, I said to you, I think Medley is someone that's shone for me tonight. Just a few times I've seen him a bit unsure, and he's been
Another block here, I think, as well. He's just made.
But
Yeah,
I think he's looked relatively solid tonight, so that'll do his confidence the world of good. I think young Henry Woods, I've never really seen that much from him before, but for me, he looks a decent little player.
Yeah, he's been decent. Scott Robertson, who's just gone off with, well, they've said he's got ice, so fingers crossed it's nothing serious. But we've made 2 changes, haven't we? He's gone off, and Ryan Jackson's come on, so Mackenzie's gone into the middle of the park, and we've brought on Verdane Oliver for Trey Coyle, so it looks like a 4-4-2 of sorts at the moment. Stoke have got a corner. John Akindi got a little bit on it, I think, and it's gone all the way out over the far side. But yeah, 15 minutes to go, and all the time it's just 1. For anyone who watched Coventry last week, we're still in this. Corner here for Jordan Graham again. He's hit the front man again. At least he ain't gone out of play this time. See if we can keep this alive. Got all the way back to the halfway line. I think we're going to go all the way back to Joe Walsh. Well, that was frustrating again, wasn't it? I'm not going to record us when we have corners again, because it seems to be some kind of chinks.
Yeah, not had the best of luck. Started recording on one earlier and ended up in a Stoke goal. We got a free kick here though.
Then we done it when Jordan Graham just lumped it out for a goal kick, and then that one just hit the first defender. But we have got a free kick here, so we'll stay with this. It's going to be Jordan Graham again here. We've got plenty of targets, haven't we? Kindi, Oliver, Magoma, clipped in. Ogilvy's competing, but they've won it. We're probably going to get it clear. Mackenzie's done well again there.
We can get the ball in.
It's gone far post. Oliver, oh, it's good defending in fairness. Jordan Graham on our left. I was trying to whip that far corner, but it's good defending. We covered live last 10 minutes against Coventry last week, didn't we? You know what's happening here? Conor Ogilvy's picked this up for a throw-in.
Oh, we've always said if it's just a 1 goal in it going into this last 10, then
got a chance, haven't we? And he's saying to drop in their box. This ain't going to be short, is it? Here it comes. Oliver wins it to a fashion, but they've cleared the second ball. It's unlucky there. I thought he was just going to flick that around the corner for Graham. He didn't get enough on it. Got all the way back to Joe Walsh.
They've defended well in fairness, haven't they, for balls that have gone into their box.
Definitely.
More like the Stoke of old in that respect.
Yeah, I know, unrecognisable in terms of names, but yeah, they've certainly defended like a Stoke team used to defend. But still a chance with 10 minutes to play. Full time at Stoke, and it finished 1-0 to the home side. I don't think any of us can dispute the fact that Stoke deserved to go through, didn't they, mate?
No, very much deserved for them. We didn't have any real chance of note, did we? It was more of a defensive training exercise for us. Which I think you can take positives out of, because like you said, you're not going to be playing teams like Stoke each week, and they're Championship for a reason, and yeah, they could have had more than 1 goal, in all honesty, couldn't they?
They had a bar, didn't they? That was probably their best chance, and the Fletcher, when he nutmegged himself, won.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they didn't get in behind again like the goal, did they? Which was positive from our thing, and we've just done our match ratings, and we've got
Walsh is a 7.
Walsh, Robertson and Mackenzie, I think it was, wasn't it? So, yeah, I think there's, despite losing, I think there's probably more positives that have come out of it than negatives.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like I said in one of the clips earlier on, Medley, for me, I was unsure about at times, but I thought he looked nice and composed tonight, confident. And I think minutes and game time like that are doing the world of good.
Yes, certainly. And I think there's probably a couple of others that have come out with it. We think you'd say Joe Walsh has definitely enhanced his reputation. You probably wouldn't feel as nervous now if he has to play Saturday. Not that we was ever saying he's not a prospect, but obviously you have to make judgments on seeing players, and we've hardly seen him, have we?
That was my view on Woods as well. I've never really seen him play, and seen him play tonight, and you wouldn't, I think the biggest compliment for him is you wouldn't be able to tell that he's a youngster coming in that's barely played. He didn't look out of place, in my opinion, and I think that's complimentary of him and his performance tonight as well.
Yeah, and if he did feature in a league game, you'd then hope that you'd see him more with the ball, because obviously that's the only thing tonight is we've not really seen any of our players in possession, have we? I think Graham a couple of times first half got into some good areas, but as you've said, it was almost a defensive training exercise. And we've said it's been nice, the little cup run in it, but it probably won't do us any harm in terms of using it as a extended pre-season. It's benefited us. We've managed to get loads of people some minutes, but I think with the squad our size, we can't be playing cup games on a Tuesday, Wednesday and a league game on the Saturday. I mean, we're going to have to do it for Sky Bet League One when it happens, but I don't think it'd do us any harm getting knocked out.
No, not at all. It's been a good little run, hasn't it? Probably extended more than what we expected after how the game went against Coventry, but
yeah, this was probably a bonus tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, and obviously no fans, and the income's not the same on iFollow, but I guess it's a little bit more money in the coffers, isn't it?
It helps, yeah. Every little helps and all that, to coin a phrase from a supermarket. But yeah, certainly.
Do we get 50% of?
I was trying to read it the other day, that Colchester thing, yeah. But isn't that over after so many have been sold? You get some. It's not the straight away, is it?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't
but
know
it'd be worth reading again.
For cup games rather than league games either, because traditionally cup games you used to get 50-50 split at times, didn't you? So
well, we get 50-50 of nothing tonight, so
yeah,
such is the world, unfortunately. But that's probably for another video. Who's that out there doing a stretch on his own? Sorry, we've still got the iPhone on. Is that Jack Tucker? He's the only player that didn't get on.
There's only two of them that can be out there stretching.
Him or Mellis, isn't it? Surely. Yeah. They've all gone home, everyone else. Anyway, that's enough from us this evening. We've digressed a little. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As we said on Saturday, it's not the same sitting in a living room watching it on a TV or a laptop. You don't get the same perspective as you do in a ground, but we're working with what we can, and we'll try and bring you as many of these types of videos as we can when we're available, all of us together. I'm not sure I'll do them if it's just me on my own, because you don't want to listen to me rabbit on my Todd for an hour and a half. But thanks for watching. Please retweet, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and until next time, up the Gills.